Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is the 2018 year in review. And hopefully, I'll be able to keep this fairly short because the first take of this went much too long. So basically, this channel was started, the first upload was on September 10th. So this being the 1st of January, we're about 10 days short of the 4-month mark. Now, somehow, in those 3 3/4 months, I managed to upload 157 videos, spread out over 16 playlists. There is a 17th playlist that is of old commercials. Technically, I was not the uploader of those commercials. So there's 17 playlists altogether, but 16 of them are mine. And inside those 16 playlists is 157 videos. There are 9 dry snuff reviews, 16 chew reviews, and somewhere in the neighborhood of 85 dip reviews, for a total of 110 reviews all together. So, if you are fairly new, because I have had a steady trickle of people coming in over the last day or two, if you are fairly new, the chances are if you are looking for product information on a certain product, it is a very good chance that that review has already been done. Now, a majority of people, I believe, will probably be interested in the dip reviews. I set up the most popular flavor lines profiles right off the bat. So if you're a long cut guy and you like straight, natural, mint, or wintergreen, they're already done, with a few outstanding ones that I was not able to obtain at the time of those series. I've also done fine cut natural, snuff, and peach. Okay, the snuff and peach are only 4 entries apiece. So if anything I just mentioned is what you're interested in, then you need to go to my homepage, and it will be my profile picture, then home, videos, and then playlists. Click on playlists and take a quick look at the playlist. The straights are in the playlist named straight. It's pretty. It's self-explanatory, all right, but you have to go through the playlist. So yeah, 157 videos and 110 of them are reviews. I was at the time of hitting the record button here at 175 subs. Evidently, 71 of them have come in the last 28 days, which, all in all is great. The subs are important to me, obviously, but so is, participation. Like, people that are commenting or talking to other people in the comment thread. Likes are always appreciated. Stuff like that is just as important in my mind. So, what do we got here? Well, first of all, let me thank Berg's Dip Reviews and Dirty Pat Walsh, which were shouting me out basically from the get-go, right off the bat. Shortly thereafter, they were joined by Winnington Outdoors. All 3 of these gentlemen can be found also on my homepage under the related channels, or I think I have it titled The Usual Suspects. It's Berg's Dip Reviews, Winnington Outdoors, and Dirty Pat Walsh. I want to thank all of them because, at least at first, the first 100 subscribers almost entirely came through them, I believe, to the best of my knowledge. I'd also like to thank, and I'm not sure what he's called over here, and I asked him in a couple videos back, but when read it, his name is Dark Knight 35, I believe. Dark Knight, a couple days ago, found me on a thread over at Dipping Tobacco and Read It and gave me a very nice review. One that I did not ask him for. He did it of his own accord. He didn't spam the thread or anything. It was very nice, and there was a uptick in people coming in thereafter, which makes me think that maybe people saw that. So Dark Knight 35, I'm not sure about the 35 part, sorry. But Dark Knight, I do thank you, and if you could let me know in the comments section, I had at one time you written down what the crossover name for YouTube was, and I cannot find that piece of paper. I've been looking for it off and on for 2 days. So I do thank you greatly, though. And you know what? Really, besides the channel advertisement aspect, I really appreciate that you appreciate the channel. That was almost as much to me as, you know, the fact that you got my name out there a bit. But I do thank you. I also want to thank quite a number of guys at varying levels, but they all show up on a regular basis. Now, Berg's Dip Reviews and Dirty Pat Walsh are near daily. Winnington shows up when he is about. Real Talk Studios, which is a channel itself that is gaming oriented, always makes a point of hitting the like button and dropping me a comment. Greatly appreciated. I do thank you. Also, there have been a number of gentlemen right from the very beginning that have done the same. Not sure if all of them have channels themselves, but Jeff Gravel, I always appreciate you showing up, dropping a comment, hitting the like, whatnot. Holton Green, Andrew Sarles, Jimmy Anderson, which was with me right at the very beginning, and then I'm not sure, he sort of disappeared for a while, and then he popped back up again, disappeared again. Jimmy, I hope everything's okay. All right. And Ben Case. More recently, and nearly every day, is Little Kid Duh Savage. Thank you. And One Pride 81. Guys, I thank all of you for all your input and comments and hitting the like button and everything. That's really is almost as important to me as the subs themselves. It really is. Berg's Dip Reviews, always thank you for your help early on. Dirty Pat Walsh, thank you as well. So that's all the guys. Now, if I've missed you for some reason, make me aware of that in the comment section. Politely make me aware of that in the comment section, but make me aware of that. I did scan back through because I was a little sketchy on how names were spelled and whatnot, and there have been a lot of new people coming in that have also dropped comments, so I think I got that basically well covered. Well, that's about it. It's the 1st of January, and it's a new year, and what is coming up, like later today, because it's 1:30 in the morning, is the series opener, and then probably the first review of that. Tough Guy Chew did have the Outlaw line in stock, at least in single cans, so the Outlaw line will be the next series. It's only 4 entries. Then there will be another Chew review and maybe a nasal snuff review, and then it will be on to premium pouches, which were originally going to be broken up by company, but then I realized that there's only 18 of them altogether anyway. So premium pouches will be from Skull, Copenhagen, Grizzly, and one entry, the lone pouch product from Kodiak. And we will be starting that series where pouches began. Hint. And then we'll take it from there. Later in the month, I will start doing American Marketplace snus. The products that I don't believe to be actual Swedish snus, I will probably refer to as snus, Camel being the example. I may do a couple of add-ons to the Hand Back the Pack series on the topic of pipes, because earlier this month, I had a bunch of subscribers come in with pipe-oriented names. I believe they came in off a video I had posted from the Hand Back the Pack series. And although I do want to stress that this channel is about smokeless tobacco, I will probably do a couple of general-ish videos on pipes for those guys, because I do appreciate your subscriptions. It's just that I was trying to stick away from actual smoking tobacco reviews. Number one, it's hard. I find it hard to review smoke, like flavors, tastes, and whatnot. Two, I don't like coming off as the pipe tobacco connoisseur that you find everywhere on YouTube and elsewhere online. So, but I will cater to, because there were quite a number of you, I will do some general picks that I like, etc. And that's about it, guys. That is about it. I'm obviously looking at notes down here. There were highlights. There were low points. The computer completely breaking down 2 weeks into the channel was probably the low point. There were some amusing, sort of like that amusing, but there were some amusing things that caught my eye, like in November. I don't think I've said this before. I lost a record 5 subscribers in November. Now, I was sure they all unsubscribed because of one thing I said on one video. But then I looked at the timeline chart, and as it turns out, only 2 unsubscribed because of that video. So I'm like, what the heck else did I say? So I see the chart dipping at 3 different dates, somewhat inconsistently yet evenly spread between the first 2 weeks of the month. And I'm like, the heck did I upload on those days? So I went back and I checked. Evidently, there are some real ascot haters out there. Each one of those people unsubscribed on a video where I wore an ascot. I was just trying to loosen the tie and yet still be able to claim like neckwear. Evidently, it did not fly with some people. So I won't be doing that again. No more ascots. Sorry. But yeah, that's it, guys. Listen, I hope everybody has a very happy, productive new year. All right. I do appreciate everyone that I have come in contact with here. Hopefully this coming year will be good for me and everyone here as well. I will be back later today, after I sleep and get up, and I will do the series opener for the Outlaw series. And then I will be working in that series backwards, from the newest back to the oldest. Guys, do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.